Hello and what is up, beautiful people? Tonight I have a special video for you guys. I'm going to be going over my current favorite 5 manga, the only 5 that I actually read, and I'm going to give like an honorable mention at the end of it. But yeah, I just want to kind of give you guys a peek into what I find interesting in terms of manga, what I read, so that you guys understand better when it comes to stuff that I watch and do reactions to and things that I enjoy, different themes and things of that nature. Definitely want to share this with you guys, and of course at the end, if you have anything that you would recommend me read, go ahead and drop that down below and I will check it out and see if I can find it interesting. Now, quick tidbit, I know my voice is a little bit off, I'm a little bit sick, but we're gonna get through this video regardless. So, first up, and this shouldn't be a surprise to any of you because it makes perfect sense, Dragon Ball Super. So, I greatly appreciate Dragon Ball Super. I enjoyed this more than I did the anime. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys understand this. I think that Toyotaro handles the story that Akira Toriyama laid out much better than Toei did. The art is amazing, the characters are handled a lot better. Bullshit that happens in the anime gets axed in the manga, and the story flow makes much more sense. So that is why I enjoy Dragon Ball Super. If you don't read the manga, I highly recommend it because it is absolutely amazing and I guarantee you will love it. Second up, should also not be a surprise to any of you because I have nothing but great things to say about this. It's going to be My Hero Academia. Now, Kohei Horikoshi is the GOAT, like straight up. I've been reading this for 2 or 3 years now, right after I started watching season 1, and I have nothing negative to say about this. This is like some of the greatest writing that I've ever, experienced in a shonen. I love the way he handles Deku and the relationship between him and All Might, the power scaling. I love how he handles the characters and their development. Nobody feels like fodder. Everybody is an integral piece of the story, and it all is woven together perfectly. He even makes you care about the villains and their motivations. Everything about My Hero Academia is awesome, including the anime. And if you don't read or watch, I highly recommend you get into it because I guarantee you after season 3 is over, this is going to explode, people. Again, I can't keep singing the praises of this manga enough because it is absolutely fantastic. Now, the next one that I read monthly, every single month, is One Punch Man. Now, One Punch Man, it gets released sporadically. Sometimes it's weekly, sometimes every couple weeks, sometimes once a month. Sometimes the pages are 20 pages. Sometimes chapters are 20 pages, sometimes they're 100 pages. You never really understand what you're going to get, but it's absolutely fantastic, and one of the reasons why I love One Punch Man is similar to why I love My Hero Academia, and that is the story of One Punch Man isn't really about Saitama, it's about the supporting cast, all the other heroes and characters in the story. Saitama is more of a means to an end, so there will be a threat. Most of the focus is on the side characters. You get to understand them, their motivations, what they're about, and then Saitama usually comes in and takes out the threat. Now, that's not to say that all the characters are fodder or trash, because a lot of them are actually pretty epic in terms of what they can do, so they're not just trash. But Saitama, of course, is the One Punch Man, and he's just the means to the end. If you didn't know, One Punch Man is actually based off of a webcomic by One. I never read the webcomic, I've seen clips of it, and the art style was a little bit too wonky for me to jump in and get into that. Now, I know the story apparently is a little bit different in the manga. Sorry. But it's still fantastic. The art is amazing, and the detail that they put in the action sequences, it's like you can feel every strike that goes down. So if you don't read One Punch Man, again, another one that I highly recommend for you guys to check out because it's absolutely amazing and I enjoy that greatly. Next up, Attack on Titan. I have been reading Attack on Titan for about 4 years now, or whenever the first season ended, because they were taking forever, and I was like, yeah, I need to find out what the hell's going on. So I started reading the manga religiously. That's a monthly publication as well. It's usually about 40-45 pages a month. Definitely the story has taken some drastic turns, and there's a lot of curveballs, that have been thrown in there. If you're just watching the anime, trust me, you have no idea where the story's going. Don't even try to guess, because you're just not even gonna understand. I'm not gonna spoil anything with any of these mangas that I'm talking about. Just know that Attack on Titan is fantastic, and the writing, I'm gonna say that has better writing than My Hero Academia personally. The writing in that is fantastic. It's so mature, the themes that they delve into. Now I know a lot of people just wanna get into it for just like Titans bashing each other, but it is much more than that. It's a real piece of art. It's just great. And I can't even like formulate the words right now. I'm kind of like out of it. But if you don't read Attack on Titan, to be honest, I have no idea when the show is gonna get to where the manga is. You're probably gonna be waiting some years for that. I am a little bit disappointed that the author said that some of the things in the manga have been significantly changed for the anime because he didn't like what he did. Because I think the particular arc that we're about to go into is one of the best arcs of the show. So I'm interested to see how they handle that. But yes, Attack on Titan, definitely give that a read. If you don't just watch the anime, get the full experience, read the manga, understand the story, understand the characters better. You get more of the story when you read the manga. That's it for Attack on Titan. And now, the last one is one that a lot of you probably are not even familiar with. It just turned a year old last week, I believe, and it is called Dr. Stone. I started reading it when the very first chapter came out, and it's probably the first manga I've ever done that with. I read the first chapter, gave it a chance, and I was like, wow, this is pretty damn interesting. And I've been hooked ever since. Now, let me just give you the premise of the story. I'm not going to give you any character names or anything like that. I'm just going to tell you the basic premise of the story is, for some reason, everybody on Earth was petrified and turned to stone. 3,000 years later, a few people wake up, and now they have to rebuild civilization. That's just an overarching generalization of the story, but it's so much more than that. It's a blend of science. I've learned so much shit from reading that. There's so much science involved in the manga, and it's very detailed, and they go over different things. It's intense. It's a mix of science, a lot of humor, and a lot of action. If you haven't given that a shot, check it out. I guarantee you will love it. I'm waiting for that to be announced as an anime because I'm sure it's coming pretty soon. It hasn't been canceled yet, knock on wood, but I love Dr. Stone a lot, and I'm always hyped whenever a chapter is released because I know that it's going to be very interesting and leave you on some kind of cliffhanger. And the main character is very likable, and it's just great. Please guys, check it out. Dishonorable mention in terms of manga. That's what I'm going to call it, a dishonorable mention. This is number 6 that I read, but it's not in my favorite 5 at all. That is going to be fucking Boruto. I read this every month in the hopes that this story will become better, but it is absolute fucking trash. And for those people that are defending this garbage ass story, this is disrespectful to the legacy of Naruto. The writing is awful. It feels like there's no heart in this story whatsoever. And every month, I read hoping that like there's something that'll hook me, and I'm more and more disappointed every month. Why do I keep reading this, people? Why do I keep doing this to myself? I feel like I'm obligated to read this because Naruto was so amazing for the majority of its run. But this is just bad. It's not good, folks. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and my opinion is that Boruto is fucking trash. The anime is trash as well, and hopefully one day this story will come into its own. I'm not wishing terrible things on this series at all. I'm just hoping that one day they can get it the fuck together and get the story moving and make it interesting for people, because as of right now, yeah, I'm not enjoying that at all. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking after this, what the fuck, where's One Piece? I'm probably the first anime nigga on the entire internet that doesn't read One Piece, hasn't watched One Piece, and I will tell you why. The artwork in One Piece is an acquired taste, and I haven't acquired that taste yet. There's always so much going on in the panels, it's hard to discern what the hell is happening, especially when that's juxtaposed with walls and walls of text. It's crazy. Now, I'm not taking anything away from One Piece. I'm not saying One Piece is trash. I understand that I could be potentially doing a disservice to myself by not reading or watching One Piece. Hell, when I went to Japan, everything in Japan was One Piece. They even have a One Piece restaurant in Tokyo Tower. Seeing grown-ass old people reading One Piece on the train. One Piece is the biggest fucking thing in all of Japan. It's everywhere. I just can't get into it. I don't know why. I have tried and tried. I've tried watching the anime and it just hasn't hooked me. Now, I do feel like I need to make it through the entire One Piece story. Now, whether that is now or once Oda is finished with his story, I will say that I will eventually experience One Piece. Trust me, people, I will do it. Even if it's a chore, I feel like I have to do it out of respect because I understand that One Piece is a great work and the top-selling manga. So, yeah, that's just my bit on One Piece. But if any of you guys have any manga or anything that you would recommend me read, go ahead and drop it down below and I'll give it a try, I'll give it a shot. Another one that I tried reading is Black Clover, but it's too much of a Naruto clone for me at the moment. I don't know if it's still like that in the manga, but maybe one day I'll read that. I watch the episodes periodically just to see just to feel it out. But yeah, that's that. But yeah, give me any suggestions you guys have. Please drop them down below in the comments. I'm really interested to see what you guys are into in terms of manga. As always, check out my merch store, the link that is down below in the description, and I've actually added a My Hero Academia section to my merch page. There's a couple designs up there now, so go ahead and give them a look if you are interested. Give me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and make sure you follow me on Instagram at YaBoyRoshi. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. Hope you guys have a great day, night, whatever time it is you're watching this, and I will see you guys next time.